Alright, so in the last video we talked about build max heap procedure. Now let us look at the time complexity of building a max heap. Alright, so the time taken by the build max heap procedure is the time taken by the for loop, because this line takes constant time. Alright, and the time taken by the for loop is will depend on the number of times for loop runs, and also it depends on the time taken by the max heapify. It may look like, since the for loop is running n by 2 times, that is from n by 2 to 1, and max heapify takes log n time, so the time complexity would be order of n by 2 log n, that is order of n log n. But it is not the tightest upper bound we could have on the time complexity of the build max heap. Alright, so if we look carefully, the time taken by the max heapify depends on the height of the node on which it is called. Alright, if max heapify is called on a node which is of height h, it will take order of h time. Alright, and when max heapify, since max heapify is called on nodes of different heights, it will take different time for different nodes. Alright, if I call max heapify on this node, it will take order of 1 time, why? Height is 1. If I call max heapify on this node, it will take order of 2 time, why? Height is 2. If I call it on this node, it will take order of 3. Why? Because height is 3. So the time taken by the max heapify differs. Alright, so the time taken would be something better than order of n log n, that is better time complexity than order of n log n. Right, now let us see one important property of a heap. Alright, in a heap there are at most n by 2 power h plus 1 nodes of height h, that is at most n by 2 power h plus 1 nodes will be of height h. Let us see in this case. If I want to know how many nodes are there in this heap of height 2, so how many nodes should be there? How many nodes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So n is 10. 10 by 2 power h plus 1. Which height I want? 2. Alright. For height is equal to 2 I want, right? So 2 power 3. That is 10 by 8. What is that? 1 point something c. That is 2. So there will be 2 nodes of height 2. Is it true? Alright, so it turns out to be 2. So at most 2 nodes will be of height 2. In this case, how many nodes are of height 2? Only 1 node. Why it is not a complete binary tree? If the tree would be or heap would be of like this, then how many nodes are of height 2? 2. Alright, so at most it places an upper bound. Alright, that at most 2 nodes can be of height h. There can be less nodes of height h. Alright, so here in this case there can be at most 2 nodes of height h, but in this case we have just 1 node of height 2. Alright, now let us see of height. Let us see nodes of height 3. If I say how many nodes are of height 3, h is equal to 3. For h is equal to 3. Alright, so let us see the number of nodes of height h is equal to 3. Let us see h is equal to 3. So how many nodes should be of height h is equal to 3 at max? N by 2 power h plus 1. How many nodes are there? N is equal to 10. So 10 by 2 power 3 plus 1 nodes will be at max height of 3. So 10 by 2 power 4, that is 10 by 16, that is 1. Alright, so at max 1 node will be of height 3. So there is 1 node of height 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so now it is talking about the worst case, even the worst case, that is at max how many nodes will be of height h. So it cannot exceed n by 2 power h plus 1. At max there will be those many nodes of height h. Alright, so when we call max heapify on different nodes, it will take different time. So for these n by 2 power h plus 1 nodes, the time taken by the max heapify will be order of h, right? So for different heights, it will take different time. If for height h, it will take order of h time, and how many nodes are there of height h? N by 2 power h plus 1. So the time taken by the build max heap procedure will be, the time taken by the build max heap procedure will be, where is height going from? Height is going from 0 to log n. right? Height is going from 0 to log n, right? And how many nodes are there of height? H. N by 2 power h plus 1. So for these many nodes, what will be the time taken by the max heap? If I order of h, alright, for n by 2, for these nodes, for n nodes or n by 2 nodes, what is the time taken? Time taken by the max CP will depend on the height of the node, right? That is the time taken by the max CP. And how many nodes will be there? N by 2 power h plus 1 nodes will be there. Now when and where the height is going from? Height is going from 0 to log n. Although we are not running it on leaf, in order to simplify it or take an upper bound, since this result is giving us a result, we are taking it from height is equal to 0. Although we are not going for height is equal to 0, that is we are not going for leaves, we are starting from height is equal to 1. In order for us to arrive at a result, we take it from height is equal to 0 to log n. Log n is the max height possible, where n is the number of nodes in the heap, right? So when we evaluate it, it will become order of n. So that is the time complexity of the build max heap procedure, which is less than when we have to create a heap out of the array by ascending them in by arranging them in ascending or descending order. The best case time complexity will be order of n log n in case we want to sort an array, alright, in order to create a max heap or out of that. But in case of using build max heap, we can just create a heap out of an array in just order of n time, which is less than order of n log n. So we use build max heap procedure in order to build a heap of n elements, where the elements are stored in the array, alright. So now let us see heap sort. So we had to discuss heap sort, we have discussed till now insertion sort, merge sort, and now we are going to be discussing heap sort. Alright, what heap sort does is, using a max heap, it will try to sort the elements of an array. Alright, if we have to sort the elements of an array using a max heap, we use heap sort. Alright, so it is another method of sorting, right? So let us see that. Alright, so this is the procedure for heap sort. Alright, so we will see how it runs on this array, right? Now, build first line says build max heap from A. That is, we have to build a max heap out of this array. Alright, how did we build that? We just write it 4, 1, 3, 2, 16, 9, 10, 14, 8, 7. Alright, and how many nodes are there? 10 nodes are there. Alright, so in build max heap, what did we do? We first make the heap size is equal to n. Alright, so heap size is now n. What is n? 10. Alright, so the size of the heap is 10 now. Now what we did, from 10 by 2, from 10 by 2's floor plus 1 to 10, that is 10 by 2 plus 1 to 10. These are all leaves. That is, from 6 to 10 there are leaves. Alright, so where are non-leaves from? Non-leaves are from 1 to 5. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. True. From 6 to 10 there are leaves, and from 1 to 5 there are non-leaves. So what we do, from the largest non-leaf we start calling max CP5, starting from the largest non-leaf till we reach the root. Alright, so we call the max CP5 starting from 5 going till 1. Alright, so when we call max CP5 on this, what will the result be? It will remain the same. Why? The root is already the maximum. Now when we call it on this particular subtree, that is 2, 14 and 8, which one is the maximum? 14 is the maximum. So what will happen? 14 and 2 will be exchanged. 14 and 2 will be exchanged, right? 14 and 2 will be exchanged. And when we call max CP5 on 2, since it is a leaf, nothing much will happen, right? So that is about when we call max CP5 on 4. When we call it on 3, which one is the maximum out of 3, 9 and 10? 10 is the maximum. So 10 will be exchanged with 3, right? Now when we call max CP5 on this, it is a leaf, so it will return as it is. Alright. Now let us see what happens when we call it on this particular subtree, that is rooted at 2. Alright, on node 2 we call max CP5. Alright, so out of 1, 14 and 16, which one is the maximum? 16 is the maximum, so 16 and 1 is exchanged. 16 and 1 is exchanged. Now we call max CP5 on this node. Alright, so when we call on this node, out of 1 and 7, which one is the maximum? 7 is the maximum, so 7 will go there and 1 will come here. And when we call max CP5 only, if it will not result in anything new, it will remain as it is. Alright, now we call it on this one node, that is node with index 1. Alright, that is the root. When we call it on this root, out of 4, 16 and 10, which one is the largest? 16 is the largest, so 16 and 4 will be exchanged. 16 is here and 4 is here. Alright, and now out of 4, it will be called on this. Alright, max CP5 when we call on node 1, since the largest and I are not equal, it will be called on largest. Max CP5 will be called on largest. Alright, so largest points to this node. Alright, so it will be called on this particular node, that is node with index 2. Now out of 4, 14 and 7, which one is the largest? 14 is the largest, so 14 and 4 will be exchanged. Alright, 14 and 4 will be exchanged. Alright, now since these are exchanged, it will be called on this. Max CP5 will be called on this, and out of 4, 2 and 8, which one is the maximum? 8 is the maximum, so 8 and 4 will be exchanged. Alright, and now when we call max CP5 on this, it will return as it is. So this is the resulting heap that we get when we call build max heap A. Alright, let me write it once again clearly. 16, 14, 10, 8, 7, 9, 3, 2, 4, 1. Alright, now it has turned into a max heap. Now let us see what happens. Alright, now let us see the next line in the heap sort procedure. For I is equal to length of A down to 2. What is length of A? N. For I is equal to 10 down to 2, what we need to do? Exchange A of 1 with A of I. Exchange A of 1 with A of I. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What it is saying? I is equal to 10. Alright, initially I is equal to 10. Exchange A of 1 with A of I. That is 16 and 1 needs to be exchanged. 16 and 1 needs to be exchanged. Alright. So 1 comes here, 16 comes here. Alright. Now heap size is equal to heap size minus 1. What was the heap size? Heap size, let us say I am denoting heap size by n. Alright. So what was the heap size initially? 10. Now heap size has decremented to 9. Alright. Now we are calling max CP5 on A1. That is this node. Alright. What we are actually doing is, now this is not a part of heap. What we have done is, we have created a max heap. Now when we create a max heap, the maximum element is present at root. Where the root is present? Root is present at index 1. Alright. So since the maximum element is present at the root, where the maximum element should be present in an array which is sorted in ascending order, the maximum element should be present at the last index, right? That is A of n. If we say there are n elements and the index is starting from 1, so the largest element should be present at n. So what we did, we exchanged the first element with the last element. So the largest element is present at its correct position. Alright, so one element is present, we have placed at the correct position, and now the size of the heap has been reduced. Why? The size of heap is reduced because now we are trying to find out the second largest element, then third largest, then fourth largest, then we are finding the next largest element and placing it at the next position. That is, now we will find the second largest element and place it at the second last position. How will we find the second largest element? By converting this structure into a heap, by calling max CP5 on this, right? Let us see. Now heap size has decremented. Now we are calling max CP5 on AN1. When we are calling max CP5, what it will do? Out of 1, 14 and 10, which one is the maximum? 14 is the maximum, so 14 and 1 will be exchanged. 14 will come here, 1 will come here. Now max CP5 will be called on this. Out of 1, 8 and 7, which one is the maximum? 8 is the maximum, so 8 and 7 will be exchanged. 8 and 1 will be exchanged. So 8 will come here, 1 will come here. Now max CP5 will be called on this. Out of 1, 2 and 4, which one is the maximum? 4 is the maximum, so 4 and 1 will be exchanged. 4 will come here and 1 will come here. And when it is called on these, nothing will happen. Alright. Now again this structure has turned into a max heap. Now what is done? Now I is equal to 9. Alright. Now I is equal to 9 and exchange A of 1 with A of I. What is I now? I is 9 now. Exchange A of 1, that is A of 1 with A of 9. That is 14 with 1. 14 and 1 will be exchanged. What we did in this round? In this round we found out the second largest element, alright. What was the second largest element? 14. And we placed it at the correct position. That is second last position from the end, alright. We placed it at the correct position. Now what we will do? We will reduce the heap size. Now this element is out of consideration. That is, we have reduced the heap size. Now we will find out the third largest element by calling the max CP5 on the root, alright. Now we will again convert it into a max heap, and when it converts into the max heap, the largest element will be present in the at the root, and then we will find out the third largest element and place it at the correct position, reduce the size of the heap, alright. So now we are calling max CP5. Now heap size is equal to heap size minus 1. Now heap size is equal to 8, alright. And we are calling max CP5 on A1. That is, on this again we are going to call max CP5. When we call max CP5 on this, out of 1, 8 and 10, which one is the largest? 10 is the largest, so 10 will come here, 1 will go here. Now out of 1, now max CP5 will be called on this node. Out of 1, 9 and 3, which one is the maximum? 9 is the maximum, so 9 and 1 will be exchanged. 9 and 1 will be exchanged. Alright, now when it is called on leaf, it will nothing will happen, it will just return as it is, alright. So now again we have got the third largest element at the root, alright. Now what we do? Now I is equal to length of now I is going down, alright. So it was 9, now it will become 8, alright. Exchange of 1 with A of 1 with A of 5, that is A of 10, A of 1, that is 10 with A of 8, that is 2. Now 10 and 2 will be exchanged. 2 will come here and 10 will go down. Now we have placed the third largest element at its correct position, that is third element from the last, alright. So now 10 has come here, and now what it will do? Heap size is equal to heap size of A minus 1, that is heap size has now reduced, alright. What is heap size now? 7, alright. Now only these 7 nodes are the part of a heap, alright. Now max CP5 A and 1. Now we are calling max CP5 again on this particular node. Now out of 2, 8 and 9, which one is the greatest? 9 is greatest, so 9 will come here, 2 will go there. Now we will call max CP5 on this. Out of 2, 1 and 3, which one is the greatest? 3 is the greatest, so 3 will come here and 2 will go there. Please refer to the max CP5 procedure that we discussed, alright. Now out of 3 and 2, now when we call max CP5 on 2, what will happen? It will return just like that, alright. Now we are done with the max CP5. Now again it has converted into a heap, alright. Now I is equal to, I is now again decrementing, alright. Now I will become 7. Exchange A of 1 with A of I. What is A of 1? 9. A of I is A of 7, that is 2. 9 and 2 have to be exchanged, alright. So 9 and 2 will be exchanged. 2 will come here, 9 will go there, alright. Now we have exchanged. Heap size is equal to heap size minus 1. Now heap size is equal to 6. Why? We have placed the four largest elements of the array at the correct position, and now the remaining elements under consideration are only 6 elements, alright. So we have decremented heap size is equal to heap size of A minus 1. Now heap size is 6, alright. Now only these elements are present in the heap, that is the 6 elements, alright, because 4 elements are already placed at their correct position. Now max CP5 A and of A on 1, alright. So on the first node we are again calling the max CP5 procedure. Now again what will happen? Out of 2, 8 and 3, which one is the greatest? 8 is the greatest, so 8 and 2 will be exchanged. Out of 2, 4 and 7, which one is the greatest? 7 is the greatest, so 2 and 7 will be exchanged, alright. When we call it on 2, nothing will happen. Why? Because it is now a leaf, alright, because these are not a part of the heap, so this has become a leaf, alright. So now it is again a heap, so the maximum element is again present here, alright. Now I is equal to 6, alright. Exchange A of 1 with A of I. A of 1 is 8, A of I is A of 6. What is A of 6? 2. A of 6 is 1, so 8 and 1 have to be exchanged. A 1 and 8 will be exchanged, alright. Now the fifth largest element is present at its correct position, alright. And now heap size is equal to heap size minus 1, alright. Now the heap size becomes 5. Now this is also not a part of heap, alright. Now again we are calling max CP5 A1. Now again we are calling on max CP5. Now these elements are not part of heap. 8, 9, 10, 14, 16. Only the elements part of heap are 1, 7, 3, 4, 2. Alright. Now when we call max heapify on this, what is the largest element out of 1, 7 and 3? 7 is the largest, so 7 and 1 will be exchanged. 7 will go there, 1 will come here. Alright, now we call max heapify on this. Out of 1, 4 and 2, which one is the greatest? 4 is the greatest, so 4 will come here and 1 will go there. Now when we call it on leaf, nothing will happen. Alright, so again max heapify we have called. So again the maximum element is present at the root. Maximum element of the heap is present at the root. What is the size of the heap currently? Currently the size of heap is 5. Alright, now max heapify has been called. Now I is again reducing to 5. Alright, it has not reached 2. I is 5, so we will go till we reach 2. Alright, now I is equal to 5. Alright, exchange a of 1 with a of 5. Now 7, now a of 1, that is 7, is exchanged with a of 5, that is 2. 7 and 2 have to be exchanged. Alright, and now heap size is equal to heap size minus 1. Alright, now heap only contains now 4 elements, that is 2, 4, 3 and 1. Alright, now we call max heapify on A1. Alright, now 2, 4 and 3, which one is the greatest? 4 is the greatest, so 4 and 2 will be exchanged. Alright, now out of 2 and when we call max heapify on this node, out of 2 and 1, 2 is greater, so it remains as it is and it will return. So now again it has converted into the max heap. Alright, now I is again changing to 4. Now exchange a of 1 with a of 5. A of 1 is 4 and a of 5 is 1. Alright, so 4 with 1, exchange it. Exchange 1 with 4. Alright, and now heap size is equal to heap size minus 1. Heap size is now 3. Now heap contains only 3 elements, that is 1, 2 and 3. Alright. Now he max heapify on a and 1, that is on this node max heapify is called. Out of 1, 2 and 3, which one is the maximum element? 3 is the maximum, so 3 is exchanged with 1. Maximum element is placed at the root. Alright, when we call max heapify on this, nothing will happen. Why? Because this is a leaf. Alright, now again this has converted into a max heap. Now I is equal to 3. Alright, and now exchange a of 1 with a of 5. A of 1 with a of 5. 3 and 1 will be exchanged now. Alright, and heap size is equal to heap size of a minus 1. Now heap size is 2. Alright, now it contains just 2 elements. Now again max heapify. Now again max heapify on a on the index 1. Alright, on this node max heapify is called. Now out of 2 and 1, which one is the largest? 2 is the largest, so 2 should be present at the root. Alright, now I is equal to 2. Now we are in the final iteration of the loop. Alright, why? Because I should run from length of a to 2, that is n to 2, that is 10 to 2. Now we have reached 2. Alright, so exchange a of 1 with a of 5, that is 2 with a of 2, that is 1 and 2 will be exchanged. 1 will come here, 2 will come here. Alright, heap size is equal to heap size minus 1. Now heap size has reduced to just 1 element. Max heapify a and 1. Now max heapify is now heap size is reduced to 1, so again this element is also now not a part of heap. Alright, so max heapify a on 1. Now when we call it on the heap with just 1 element, nothing will happen. Alright, and now since we have now the value of I will be further decremented to 1. Now again the loop will not be executed. Alright, so this is how. Now when we look at the array, what have we been left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 16. Alright, the new array is sorted array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 16. Level wise. Alright, if you wanted, you could have done it using the array itself and not in the representation of tree, but for a better understanding I have done it using a tree and further converted into the array at the last. Alright, so now it is sorted 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 16. Now it is sorted. How did we do it in the case of heap sort? At every point we build a max heap. Now the max heap contains the maximum element at the root, so we place the root at the last position. Why? Root contains the maximum element. Alright, now when we are sorting the array in the increasing order or the non-increasing order, the maximum element should be present at the last position. So we took the last element and we placed at the last position and exchanged the last element with the root element. Alright, and then we call max heapify on the root element, excluding the last element. Why? The last element is already at its correct position. Alright, so last element we reduce it. Then we find the second last by calling the max heapify on the root. Alright, that is converting the remaining set of elements into a max heap. Now we get the second largest element. So the second largest element we again place at the second last position. Why? Because the second largest element needs to be present at the second last position in the array when the array is sorted in the increasing order. Alright, so at every step what did we do? We just created a max heap out of the elements that were remaining in the array, and we just took the maximum element from the root and placed it at the correct position. Then we reduced the size. Then we again called max heapify. Then again placed it at the correct position. So this is how we converted. So this is how we sorted the element using a max heap. So it sorted the elements of an array using a max heap. Alright. So that is called as heap sort. Right. So if we talk about the time complexity of the heap sort, this has run almost how many times? N minus 1 times, from 2 to n. If length of A is n, it is going from n to 2, that is n minus 1 time. That is order of n. Alright. This will also take order of n as we saw previously. And now since this is running n times and max heapify will take log n time. Alright, so it will be taking order of n log n time. Order of n log n time. Alright, now you may again argue that max heapify will take different time when it is called on heights of when it is called on nodes of different heights. But for the beginning nodes, but for the nodes at the level 0, it will take less time. Alright. Or let us say we will discuss the time complexity in detail in the next video. For this video, I think this part is important, and this part, till this part if you understood, it is good enough. Alright, so I'll leave at that point and I'll discuss the time complexity in more detail in the next video. Alright, so if you understood till this point, it is good enough for this part or for this video, and we'll discuss it in the next video. Alright, so this is it for this video. I'll see you in my next one. Like this video if you happen to like it, and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Press the bell notification or the bell icon so that you get notified every time I put up a new video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.